Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's been a little while since I posted a review, but in this video I'm going to be reviewing a mousepad, the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn. I've been really interested in these pads ever since I heard that Lethal was making pads, and big shout out to Lethal, by the way. They're a great company. I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. I've purchased skates, cables, whatnot, and they're really fantastic. But anyway, this pad is notable because it's supposed to be an Artisan Zero clone. Fortunately, I don't have a Zero. I didn't like the Zero when I had one. The surface was felt too much like foam, and with that sort of like skin feeling. I really didn't like it. It also just collected way too much dust and hair and whatnot. So I didn't care for that pad. But I've been using a QCK, and before that I used a GP4. But the QCK Heavy rather has been my main for the past 6 months or so, and it's held up really well. But I decided to pick up this pad, just for kicks, to support Lethal and just see what they're up to. So let's get right into it. This pad is really, really well made. The base seems to be pretty high quality. Uh, it definitely feels that way. It's really, really grippy, especially compared to the QCK. You can definitely tell it's made of pretty high quality materials of the base. Um, the side stitching is not perfect, but what pad really has perfect side stitching unless you purchase an Artisan? Um, and the surface, let me talk about the surface. It's very, in terms of just like general skin feel, it's just like a general uncoated cloth pad. It feels really similar to the QCK. However, it is noticeably harder than the QCK. The QCK definitely feels like softer to the touch. This definitely feels, it has more, the Saturn has more of like a sandpapery like quality. I don't have a GP4, but it's closer to the GP4 in terms of that. Um, because I remember the GP4 was very, very sandpapery kind of feely. And if you don't like that, I would uh, definitely be aware of that when purchasing this pad. But other than that, the skin feel, it's fine. I don't really have an issue with it. One thing to note is that the humidity resistance on this pad seems to be really good, or at least when it comes to my hands sweating, right? When my hand sweats, this pad does not slow my hand down significantly. I like to have my hand on the pad and my fingers touching the pad, and sometimes on the QCK when I sweat a lot, it will get pretty sticky on my fingers after not some time. However, I don't have the issue on the Saturn, or that issue is lessened on the Saturn, which is a combination of the fact that the Saturn is like a lot faster. Not a lot faster, it is faster, but I think this pad is definitely good. Is better in that regard. And with that being said, just looking at the weave, it's clear that the weave is a lot coarser compared to the QCK. Um, so I don't know if that's a pro or con. It doesn't matter to me, but if you care about that, then I just decided to mention it. Anyway, let me talk about the general speed. So the speed, it's noticeably faster than the QCK. I would say like the ratio of dynamic to static friction is more or less the same, honestly. There's just less stopping power and there's less, initial friction on this pad compared to the QCK, which means that initially adjusting to it was a little bit difficult. Um, I've been using the QCK because I really love the control. Like this isn't quite a mud pad, but it's a very, very good like medium control pad sort of deal. And I would say that the Saturn is firmly in the realm of just medium pads, medium speed pads. So if you're on a QCK and you want something noticeably like a step up faster, go ahead and get a Saturn. Like you can't go wrong. Otherwise, if you're looking for more control, definitely do not get the Saturn. If you are happy with the control that the QCK provides, just stick with it. So I wouldn't say that the Saturn is necessarily an upgrade. Pads generally aren't. There's really no such thing as an upgrade when it comes to pads, unless your pad is just in tatters. So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Um, I I've been playing on it mostly with my G303 Shroud Edition, so keep in mind that with different mice, different skates, your experience might be different on the pads. But um, my observations with like I have an S2 as well that I was playing on were mostly the same. So I think this pad is fairly consistent across different types of feet. So yeah. Anyway, to recap everything, if you're looking for a medium pad, a good medium pad with a little bit of speed, definitely consider the Saturn. Uh, And I give it a big thumbs up because really it's a high quality pad. For $30, you get what you pay for. And big shout out to Lethal. So if you enjoyed the video, have any questions, just leave a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.